Hi wild ones, I'm Lucy and this is Pussy Powered. In today's episode, we're talking about using the magic of your orgasm to manifest what you want in your life. Now, before I go into the specifics, I really want to emphasize that my personal belief and experience and views on law of attraction, manifestation, all of this is that manifesting is not passive. It is something that requires your active participation. And while there may be those times where you literally things just fall into your lap, I do not want to set that expectation. For me personally, when I open myself up and I'm in flow and I use this orgasmic potential, I receive some of my best ideas and inspiration and the energy to follow through with it. Very few times in my life have things literally just fallen into my lap and happened for me without any effort on my part. But many times, more times than I can count, I have taken inspired action and against all fucking odds, things have worked out somehow. Whether it's been finding a home, finding a job, meeting my dream clients, working with incredibly talented and inspired artists and musicians, getting hired for incredible gigs at just the right time. The timing on these things is just, it would blow your mind. So now that we have that out of the way, that manifestation is an active process that requires your belief and inspired action and follow through. Let's move on. So, why is orgasm such a powerful opportunity to manifest? Knowing that our thoughts and beliefs being a thought that you continue to think is true, shape our emotions, they create our emotions, and then from those emotions, we take action, we do. So knowing that your thoughts and beliefs lead to certain emotions and that leads to certain action, when you first become aware of this and begin to notice this in your own life and how much of your daily behavior is unconsciously repeated, including the things and the habits that you really want to change, it can feel a little bit overwhelming, like where do we even begin to shift our thought patterns and our beliefs? The thing about our beliefs is that our ego becomes extremely attached to them. To change a belief about something, to change the way that we look at something requires us to let go of the way that we had previously looked at it or believed towards it. And that is a threat to our ego. Our ego is there to keep us safe and in a familiar context where we know things are at least predictable and safe enough, even if it fucking sucks and it hurts. The ego prefers the discomfort of keeping things the same over the fear of change. So what does this have to do with your orgasm? When you are having an orgasm, the ego temporarily vanishes and you enter an ecstatic state of bliss and surrender. This is a perfect time to let go. So how do you do it? First, decide what you want. What is it that you're trying to create in your life or manifest? The clearer, the better. What does it look like? What do you hear, see, smell, and taste? Get an actual image of this in your mind. Now remember, you're not going to be overriding anyone else's free will. What you're going to be doing is getting clear on what it is that you want. What do you really want? If there's a certain relationship that you want, place yourself emotionally in that state of receiving love, of feeling accepted, feeling seen and heard. Whatever feelings you ultimately want in a relationship. And because orgasm is also a fantastic opportunity to shift a belief, in this first step, you may instead choose to identify a belief that is not serving you any longer. For example, let's continue with the example of having a great loving relationship. If you have a belief that, for example, a great man is hard to find in this world, or all the good ones are taken, that belief is not going to serve you in creating the relationship that you want. And you may even consciously know this, but your ego, again, is attached to that belief because to separate from that belief, the ego would have to admit you were wrong. So this takes tremendous courage and vulnerability to let go of what is no longer serving you. Maybe it served you once. I'm sure that it did, otherwise it wouldn't be there. It kept you safe from something at some time, but now it's time to let go to get what you really want in your life. And once you identify what belief it is that is no longer serving you in your life, then you want to identify a more empowering belief. And you really want to do this all ahead of time before you become sexually aroused, definitely before you orgasm, so that you're clear on what it is that you are letting go of and what it is that you want to create. Second, turn your body on. However you like to do it. Touch yourself all over. Lube up and get out your sex toys. Maybe some feather-like touch to really resensitize visualize your skin to your own touch. Maybe you want to go straight in for the pussy. However you want to do it, turn yourself on. Third, energy flow. And when I say energy flow, I'm talking about moving energy consciously through each of the 7 main energy centers or chakras. This is something that I highly recommend doing every single day, whether you are orgasming to manifest or not. If you have a self-pleasure ritual in place or not. Focusing this flow of energy through these 7 energy centers. I have actually created a special meditation for this titled Pleasure Meditation. So be sure to check that out. Maybe you want to give this a test run before you do this mindful orgasmic manifestation. Or if you're familiar with the 7 chakras already, then begin with either your root chakra or your crown chakra, and then focus energy in each center for a minute, 2 minutes, however long you'll know. Just stay present with yourself and then move on to, for example, the third eye, then the throat, then the heart, then the solar plexus, then the sacral chakra, and then the root chakra. I personally love starting with the crown chakra. I don't know why. I know the majority of people who teach this and do this begin with the root chakra. It makes sense, but for whatever reason, I feel the power of it more when it begins in my crown chakra. So the pleasure meditation begins at the crown, but you are absolutely welcome to do this however you please. Just make sure that you spend time on each of the chakras and really feel this energy flowing through your entire body. And do this while you are touching your body. Keep that sexual energy flowing. Keep building that sexual energy and momentum. Fourth, this is the part you have been waiting for all this time. Visualize as you orgasm. So at this point, you have been building and building this sexual energy through your body and possibly thinking about some other things that turn you on. So when you reach this point where you feel like orgasm is imminent, it is coming, you are coming, then shift your focus towards what you want to manifest or towards the more empowering belief that you want to adapt, directing this powerful life force energy of your orgasm towards the thing that you want to create in your life. Fifth and finally, revel in the glory of your orgasm. Often we're so quick to just jump right out of bed and move on to the next thing. But this is such a sacred time to just literally feel in your body the effect of this delicious cocktail of feel-good endorphins and chemicals in your brain, radiating throughout your entire body. Give yourself this time and this space, relax into it, and continue visualizing yourself in this new reality that you are creating for yourself. I would love to hear from you about how this goes, and have you ever tried this before? Keep trying this to manifest what it is that you really want to create in your life right now. If you liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Here's to your unleashing for a pussy-powered life.